reach out to the county executive, Senator Young, Assemblyman Parment. We have, at the hospital, we have the ability to help you get letters out to each of these individuals. We also have a website that I think you'll see on the screen here shortly that you can go to, and you can sign an online petition. You can send email letters to all of the elected representatives that we are working with on this issue. Over the next few weeks, we'll also have paper petitions and paper letters that can be signed in the community. We're talking with the churches. Many of the volunteer firemen who are so concerned about our plight at the hospital will be coming actually door to door with paper petitions for you to sign. So it's very important that you express your concern about this issue to everyone who will listen in many different venues. There'll be articles in the paper over the next week or two, and we're even working on possibly having a public rally in the near future at the hospital.
One of the things we didn't talk about is that there's an end game here. There's a date. There's like a wall that's coming at us very quickly. Could you talk about that, Helen?
Yes, well, our operating certificate is through June 30th, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started working on this issue back in the spring. And so we have to get this resolved. We'd like to get it resolved before the 1st of this year.
Okay. So now's the time, now's the place.
That's right.
Okay. Now, I can hear probably 50 voices in my head right now. I'm not schizo or anything like that, but I can conjure them up. Is that they're saying, I'd write a letter, but you know, my writing skills are like 100 years old. I haven't written a letter in a zillion years. How are we helping these folks out?
Those folks can call the hospital or come to the hospital directly, and we have resources available to help individuals. We'll get you the addresses. We will help you with online letters to sign those. We'll help you craft a letter that is specific to your situation, where you tell about what happened or why your life or your loved ones' lives were saved because of Westfield Memorial Hospital.
Great. We have a caller on line 4, I guess, or
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm alarmed. I did not know that this was in the cards. I was alarmed when they shut down, and I still am. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Our hospital was mostly funded. I understand we have we're in cahoots with that's not the word I want, but you know what I mean.
It's all legal.
Right, with St. Vincent.
That's true.
And so forth. And we were not costing the state money.
That's right.
But because of arbitrary laws, I guess we're going to get rid of places even whether they cost the state money or not. And that's just ridiculous. I just think it's so stupid for a person to have to be, and especially depending on the circumstances, to have to leave their home environment. Especially we have a fairly large senior population, and have to leave everything you're familiar with to go off to some strange place when half the time you're scared because whatever's happening is not what is the reason you're in the hospital. Is something's happening that you're not familiar with. But what is the sense of having an emergency room that's only going to be there half the time? I'm sorry, I can't time my emergencies. Who knows if I'm going to have it in the middle of the night or the middle of the day?
What were you thinking?
Right. Geez, why didn't I have this emergency? Why didn't I have this heart attack when it was convenient?
Right.
And that is going to be the difference between life and death. Getting me to an emergency room that's 5 minutes away and having to take me somewhere. Now, the last time I waited for ambulance out of Erie, I went to the emergency room here for a serious life or death problem, and I still had to wait a good half hour or more for the emergency to come from, I think it came from Jamestown actually, and then take me into Erie. So, you know, if I had first been shipped off to Dunkirk or Jamestown and I would have probably not existed today if I'd had to take the time to wait to be taken 20 miles away or 30 miles away, depending on where they take you, before they can take care of the emergency. I mean, there's going to be a lot of dead people from this.
Okay. Helen wants to comment on your comment.
Yeah, I would, because there are a couple points I'd like to make, and that's that quite a few years ago we faced a problem in keeping the hospital here, and people wrote letters, and I think they they need to do the online or go to the letters, write the letters to the people, and write the letters to whomever you even know. You know, even the Attorney General from New York State,
right.
I think, is important. We're not out there alone either, and I wanted to make the point that a few years ago, the Chautauqua County Health Network was formed. So Westfield Hospital is part of that, along with WCA and Brooks Hospital, or whatever it's called now, the Lake Erie Regional Health System. So we all work together, and the other hospitals in Chautauqua County are also concerned about this too, because nobody can take the amount of emergency cases that we have and really do justice to it in a timely fashion. We have an elderly population, and we have in Westfield a 120-bed nursing home. Laws for Medicare state that a person that's going to be admitted to a nursing home has to have a hospital stay of 3 days before they can be admitted to the nursing home, so that Medicare will cover the first 30 days.
Right.
We have that nursing home there because we worked really hard to get it there, because the families of the communities needed some place where their elderly people could be cared for and the families could visit and see them all the time. If we don't have the emergency room, we don't have the 4 beds, these people are going to have to be shipped out to Erie, Jamestown, Dunkirk, wherever, for their 3-day hospital stay without the support of families. And that to me is unconscionable. It's cruel.
Okay.
And furthermore, it's not like we're costing the state a whole bunch of money.
No, we aren't.
You know, it's really none of their damn business, if you want my frank opinion.
Our charges are a heck of a lot less than a secondary or tertiary facility. We're a primary facility. We take care of people. And that's not saying anything about the secondary, tertiary. There are reasons for all of these levels of care. But a primary care hospital is the most efficient and low cost.
Okay, caller number 4, we want to get one more caller on. Thank you for your call.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, we can't. They're gone. All right, well, we got 2 minutes left of the show, or like a minute and 50 or 40 seconds left. So, Karen, why don't you tell us one more time how people can help? Helen, you'll get your last shot in there, and I'll wrap it up. So.
Okay, either call the hospital, come to the hospital, or go online to www.wmhsaveslives.org. Forgot their first.
Is it org or com?
I thought it was. Oh.
Okay. Go online to, John has it, I
it's
think.
.org.
.org.
Yeah,
so
sorry
it's
about that.
www.wmhsaveslives.org.
Oh,
and if you could go,
we're fast.
If you could go there and express your support, or come to the hospital. I know this morning at the farmers market we have a table set up where you can write your letter, sign your petition. So farmers market's another opportunity for you to express your support of the hospital.
Okay, Helen, fire us up.
Get out there and write those letters. Talk to your neighbors, friends, family. Just inundate Albany and the legislators and the county executive with letters, phone calls, whatever. You can do it. We've done it before. We can do it again. We care about you.
No sitting back on this one. Folks, I hope that I've disturbed you. I hope that I've almost ruined your Saturday morning or the week. This is something that's crucial for our community. I started out that we talked about a healthy and safe community. Our community is not just Westfield, it is the entire region. This, I think you've heard enough from everybody here today, our callers, that this is a larger matter than just a single community. Get on the phone, get those letters written, get on the website. I've already been there, I've already done my part there. I'm going to get other family members. Thank you for watching in. We'll see you next week, and we'll have folks from the Chautauqua County Safety Education Village. Have a good weekend.